might to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Huskies and the Bears, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports Cup.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Back to throw, Goff.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown!
Jameson Williams.
67 yards.
And the Huskies take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Herbert to start the drive. Up to the 20. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And now off to the races down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. Through the middle of the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Herbert powering up the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44. But you look at this defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Williams being motioned left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Goff. He fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because
there he goes left side. It's a big play there. 45 yards.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he... Touchdown!
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
On first down, it's gone. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on third. Goff.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
On play action, Fields. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they take this up here to 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Huskies are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields.
Man open left side is Brown. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Huskies continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more of what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This is fielded at the 27. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown!
Jameson Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Huskies have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
42. Bears 10. Jack Fox.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
They try the left side with Johnson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Aleem McNeil, he's the one to... Sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. To an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
On first down, Fields. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll start with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Huskies will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Huskies 49.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Gone.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break here. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Throwing that sideline complete. It's Brown. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
The try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Jameson Williams.
58 yards.
And the Huskies come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now Goff on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
B.J. Ojulari, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Now it's Goff. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Sterling Shepard.
Touchdown Bears! Sterling Shepard, 81 yards.
And the Bears are able to claw one back.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to...
It got his man complete. There he goes right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Jameson Williams
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Huskies are pouring it on.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Goff on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
On first and 10, Goff got his man. It's Williams. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And off right side for Herbert.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now this throw caught left side. A big play there. 47 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Huskies 83, Bears 20. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his load.
So it'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
And a huge play that time. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Huskies just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Herbert. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
To throw is Fields.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Huskies add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Goff.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
The try. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Huskies are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Off play action, Fields.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
58 yards.
And the Huskies stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
B.J. Ojulari.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Under pressure, they got him again.
B.J. Ojulari
drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right. Agreed. 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Fields on 1st down.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
the third down throw incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. Goff again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest.